shit. God damn, bro. What's good with it? How we doing? I was trying to farm some aura, but I'm already dropping my drink. Dropping my drink. Dropping my drink. How y'all doing, bro? It's a Friday fucking night. We lit with it. We got that Diddy juice. We got that Diddy juice. Ciroc on the rock. The red berry. It's a special night. It's a Friday night right before we begin the fucking weekend. Chat, how y'all doing? Hit the fucking follow button. Hit the goddamn notifications. How we coming? Welcome to the Mr.Muncher Academy, boy. Boy, get you a good hydration drink, cause it's about to get wild. Super duper indubitably crackhead central right here. Welcome to the fucking crackhead zone. They call me the suburban crackhead for a reason. Look, I'm civilized when I need to be, right? But outside of that, I need some good crack. What's the problem? Why are we having an issue with that? Look, it's a good time. As long as you keep a control of it. One rock a day keeps a doctor away. Look, I'm having a jolly of a weekend already. Cause I know tomorrow is Saturday. Yes, sir. I already know tomorrow is Saturday. So whatever happened during the week, happened during the week. Tomorrow is Saturday, so when I wake up, I'm doing what I need to do. We go do tire flips. We go hit the gym because we trying to elevate. Sometimes you just gotta love yourself. I'm having a mug with my initials on it. You just gotta love yourself because nobody else will, for real. So, if you don't love yourself like you should, unfortunately, most definitely, you're gonna kill yourself. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, there's nothing you can do about that, If you don't love yourself, it's gonna be a problem finding, happiness in life sometimes, So you sometimes just have to take care of you. And the way sometimes I take care of me is just by being outside, getting a fresh cut. My beard low-key not lined up properly. That it wasn't fully faded in. But look, we keep it in natural. Because we're maturing, getting old as fuck. This is just, diary even open my comic. Because at the end of the day, welcome to the Yap. Welcome to the most indubitable Yap on the internet, because we are having a beautiful cold one, Sometimes you just gotta sip on that drink and just reminisce and just think. Nowadays, bro, nobody gives it enough love and pressure to just chill. I don't need to get up at 2 a.m. to get these hoes. I can go to bed at 10 p.m. and let the hoes come to me. Uber the hoes. We need them here. But no more chasing. I gotta stay in my own bag. I think, to be honest with y'all, I might just have to stay in my own lane. Don't push it too much. Don't pressure. Like, if she don't want to talk to you, she don't want to talk to you. Go after her best friend. I'm telling you, I'm just saying, nowadays, dude, we gotta love ourselves for real. And my Schmeat needs some love too. My schlong needs some love too. But look, I'm yapping. I'm having a good time. I'm just thinking about honesty, thinking about the way you really should approach relationships nowadays, bro. In big 2025, it's hard to get in a relationship. Chat, am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong? Or is my brain just cooked nowadays, bro? Relationships ain't no relationships no more. It's really, we finna see. It's really, I don't know if I have the ick yet. There's no compromise no more, bro. Nobody wants to sacrifice them feels, them being their own person. Back in the days, these hoes will give up their life for a real one. Now everybody want to be a hot girl. Okay, do you? But back in the day, these hoes will lay down their life for a pimp. They would lay down their life for a pimp. Straight off the muscle. I'm telling you, there's no good hoes no more. There's just no good hoes no more. I think once we come to that conclusion and once we get that hypothesis fully tested and put through the lab, there's no telling otherwise. I genuinely think there's no good hoes no more. And it really hurts me deep down. It really gives me anxiety. Because back in the day, you can get a good thought. You can get a bad bitch. Nowadays, you gotta have a Lamborghini and 5 goddamn assistants and 2.5 foot long cock. Cause otherwise, these hoes not satisfied. I don't know. Am I being hysterical? Look, nowadays people don't want to be honest. Motherfuckers just want to be, feeling good. They want to, somebody talking nice to them. I don't want to talk nice. I'm going to let you know how it is when it is. Is that me being a dickhead? Maybe. But look, we're having fun. Why so serious? Why so serious? Why can I not call you stupid and you genuinely, not take offense to it? Maybe I just got a personality like that. How come you can roast me, but when I say it back, all of a sudden I'm misogynistic? Excuse me? What? How the fuck I'm the problem? What the fuck is we talking about, shouty? Crazy. As y'all know, I'm like, reminiscing, having a battle mentally. A lot of times, you're honestly talking to a brick wall. You're not arguing anymore. You're literally just talking to a brick wall. She does not listen to you. Unless you slinging that schlong-a-dong and got fucking goddamn 700,000 bands in your pocket. You just yap, yap, yap. She got the next millionaire on the line because she not putting up with your arguments. It's hot girl summer right now, and I don't like it. I don't know. Once in a while, I miss these hoes. I really do. You sometimes have to really be honest with yourself because, bro, there's people that, will say, oh, no, I don't want no hoes. Shut your bitch ass up. Lust is taking over my life. Fuck. God damn it. I've been gooning too damn much. I've been gooning to a point that goons even get like, damn, bro, this guy going crazy. The way I be gooning, I'm getting certified. I'm getting certified goon of the year. MVP goon of the year. I don't know. I don't know, bro. It's hard to trust these hoes. It's hard to be out in these streets when you can just goon. The quantum goon station is waiting for you. The quantum goon station is waiting for you. I don't know. The world has changed. I feel like the world has changed. I just like speaking my mind sometimes, bro. And sometimes I like kicking back, getting that drink going and Aura Farm. Just you know, sometimes when life just be doing you wrong, you just gotta sit back and just, it is what it is. You just gotta get in your own zone, and that really comes from being in tune with yourself. You know, you really have to trust your own instincts now, bro. But goons got a few extra instincts, you know? If the goons focus their energy, instead of gooning, they focus their energy positively. They could sail the 7 seas. They could even maybe end up on Mars. If the goons got together, the straight gooners of society, bro. If like the gooners got together and were like, listen, we can form an army to go to Mars so we can be the first gooners on Mars, bruh. I feel like we would be on Mars in 2030 easy. Just let the gooners feel no guilt, no amount of remorse of the gangbang porn and the goddamn tranny porn they've been watching, you know? Straight goons. Let them start an army to get to fucking Mars. See how fast that shit gets turned up. A quantum goon station on Mars? Yo, you fucking alien pussy. Like, oh my God, bruh. Oh my God. First goon to beat it off to alien coochie? Yo, hey, yo, listen, I'm just saying, if we let the gooners really put that energy and that focus into something else and really get that ball rolling to get to Mars, to get that high-speed internet, to goon all day, we about to have real Martians. Like, we about to have real, for real Martians. If you tell them you can go there, get unlimited goon. Some of these goon heads nowadays really just drug addicts, you know? They're like straight crackheads of the 21st century. As I speak as a former goon and a current partial goon, you know, sometimes you just be seeing some nice gooning. And you take that opportunity to relax and kick back. You know, that's just ultimate goon. A drunk goon? Oh my God, it's sloppy time. Ooh. Asian persuasion. Ooh, that's ultimate goon. I'm sorry. I'm getting too excited right now, chat. I hope y'all don't get upset with this. I'm just really trying to express myself and really, you know, give some motivation out there for some true gooners. But look, bro, moving on. There's a lot of shit going on in life, bro. And I sometimes want to just get on here and just yap like a motherfucker. Because I want them to just get on here and join the... Oh, shit. The heli? I just want to get on here sometimes and just want to see, like, what the vibes are like, you know? What the vibes are like. In like a year, I'm going to watch, you know, a lot of my videos back and I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck was I on? I was Goon 3000. I was Goon level unlimited. I have the boss pass. Just goon, goon, goon. 3 goons a day keeps the doctor away. No, I'm playing. If you're doing 3, you're going to get a fucking rug burn, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not. Hey, chat, my bad. My bad. My bad. We ending that shit. My fault, OG. Look, tonight it's just a chill night, bro. It's Friday night. You know, we're literally in September right now, bro. Halfway through September. This year has flown by like a goddamn potato. A potato flew around my room. Look, I feel like the year has flown by and we are coming up to a new year. We're coming up to a new year and I feel like a lot of y'all are not ready because I'm personally not ready. So I got to project onto y'all motherfuckers, you know? I feel like nowadays, bro, there's so much going on in the world and so many distractions and so much fucking impurity and just people gooning. There's no focus anymore. I feel like I'm talking from personal experience. Sometimes, bro, you just like, bro, I'm just trying to make ends meet. Pause. Okay. I feel like there's times where I'm just lost. I'm just watching the ultimate AI slop on TikTok. I'm watching the intense dopamine hits on Instagram, Twitter. Like, just, it's just so much goon material and just... What the fuck? It's just everybody's on hyper alert. Everybody got high blood pressure. Everybody got chest pain. Everybody got anxiety. Honestly, bro, I think it's because of social media. If you're spending 6 to 10 hours a day on the internet, which, you know, low key, I'm speaking from experience, I'm average 8 hours. Crazy work. I'm doing a full-time job on my phone. It's a problem because these motherfuckers have made every app so addictive. It's so problematic that every fucking app I touch is literally liquid gold. No matter what app you run to, there's like top 6 you really go to, but once you get on one, it's over with. These dating apps, bruh. Like, what the fuck? If you're not paying fucking $20, you're not getting no hoes. The first fucking weekend I spent like $20, $30, I have 5 bad bitches. First weekend. They know damn well for that coochie you getting in that fucking line and paying that $50. These dating apps have ruined the fucking matrix. They've ruined the whole fucking game. I used to love them, like, don't get me wrong, but nowadays, bro, I don't even want to talk to a bitch at a bar. Because they're like, oh, fuck it, I got a dating app. I can just find somebody tomorrow. It's like pure ultimate goon. It's transcending goonness. I'm really thinking this is the quantum goon, you know? Where you're just purely getting bitches on the internet. You're just in love with AI bots. I feel like that's where we're going, bro. Everybody fucking, like, talks about, oh, you go out still? Like, oh, nah. You lame as hell. Why you just inside? We made it so weird nowadays, bro. If you're not grinding, you not living. Like, suck my dick. Literally. Like, I want to be, like, clear as day, bro. I don't know why it became bad to go out. Why it became bad to just be out in these streets. Obviously, you know, if it's, you know, an ugly bitch, you don't want her in these streets. She's a hoe. But if it's a bad bitch, then, you know, she's living her hot girl summer. I'm just saying. There's two sides to the coin, and you gotta, you know, apply both with glue. So I think genuinely, bro, like, why is it like if you're not waking up at 4 a.m. and hitting the fucking coldest ice bath in North America, you're not doing shit with your life. If you go out and enjoy yourself, it's a problem. Why the fuck is it a problem? Why can't I just go out and find me a bad bitch? Oh yeah, I forgot. Everything is just getting you inside and locked into the screen. If we're fucking tapped in for real, then we do not break free from the matrix, bruh. Is that what y'all really wanted to hear? Because I just said it. Ooh wee, I'm not making any sense. You know, I smoke too much crack once in a while. You know, it just sometimes gets me. It just be unfortunate. Okay, chat, look, we having a good time, bro. Tonight we watching Johnny Harris. You know, y'all know the video last time I had on, bro. Y'all know what I be doing with his shit.
Here I am in 1975.
Pause. Hold. Pause of doom and despair.
And 1995. 2015, and then today.
Johnny Harris, what is this? 1995 versus 2025. Who actually had it better? Hey, chat. Look, everybody says back in my day. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I turned Unk mode, I started doing the same shit. So, judgment aside, this is, you know, who had it better? Because right now, bro, I feel like you old motherfucking geezers really had it better. Because fucking you could get a house with the price of a cheeseburger nowadays, bro. You could get a fucking goddamn 2-bedroom, 17 bathrooms, and 29 fucking ponds for about $1.50, bro.
Myself in the shoes of a middle income earner in all of these decades to answer a very important question about the United States. Is the average American better off today than they were all these decades ago?
I don't believe it.
Does the typical American make more money, have a better chance of owning a home? It's an important question because this graph shows that our economy has grown immensely since the 50s. I mean, we've got the largest economic pie on Earth. And even when you account for inflation and the fact that our population has grown, you still see immense growth. I mean, look at this. We've added tons of prosperity in this country that theoretically every person is entitled to some part of, or as some economists put it, has our country produced shared prosperity.
When I think about how well the economy delivers, I think about how well it delivers for the people, for the workers and their families. How well are they receiving that prosperity?
I'm going to show you how all of this economic prosperity we've created has been shared or not shared. And in all of this, I want to get to the bottom of perhaps one of the most important questions in our country, which is everyone able to move up? If they work hard enough or if they get educated, can you climb the economic ladder?
Not anymore. I don't know, bro. I feel like, I don't know if I'm like fucking complaining, but nowadays, bro, they say 90% of the Gen Zers won't be able to buy a house, bro. 90 or like 75%, like to 90% is crazy.
Can you reach higher levels of income? Can you change your relative position?
The American dream, we sometimes call it. A, quote, dream of a better, richer, happier life for all citizens of every rank. Is that still alive? And if not, why? I believe that answering these key questions is incredibly important for the future of this country, which is why we've been deep in all of the data, and I'm going to try to lay it out as clearly as possible by traveling through time. As always, all of the assertions in this video are fact-checked and linked in our sources. So with that, let's start traveling back in time.
Can't repeat the past. Why, of course you can.
Okay, so I'm traveling back towards the 1950s. As we move through time, I'm going to be keeping an eye on this main graph. This graph is kind of our anchor. It will be showing how the economy has grown over time. And again, it's adjusted for prices and population growth. When this graph goes up, it means that there's more economic prosperity to go around. We're gonna see how it gets divided up. And for each decade, I'm gonna be looking at these 4 economic indicators. Am I making more money? Can I afford a house? Is this economic growth being shared equally by everyone? And how likely am I to be making more than my parents? Oh look, we're arriving to the 1950s. So it's the 1950s here in America, and I, the middle income earner, have just returned from fighting in the most devastating war of human history. But we Americans came out on top, and our economy is booming. I work in this car factory. It's one of the many factories that was converted from making weapons to now making valuable stuff that we're shipping around the world.
I think, bro, when they took away the fucking factories from America, bro, it kind of, I've noticed like a lot of economic downturn came from that. When they wanted to save like $2-3 just to fucking make China rich, bro, it kind of hurts to see that dumb behavior. It was really, really stupid. Taking out the factories, it's like knocking your own knees out.
Country is getting rich. I am making an average income. So my income right now is $4,400. In today's money, that's
it's like I can knock my knees out, but I'll get metal ones. No, you're stupid.
Like $41,000. We're going to adjust everything for modern dollars, in this case, 2023 dollars. Prices are higher these days, so our money's more valuable to make it all make sense. Okay, wait, pause. I'm not going to do that every single time, like talk about the inflation. I'm just going to say everything from now on in modern dollars. It'll allow us to compare a lot easier between the decades. Okay, with that, let's get all the magic going again. Pretty cool, right? Let's meet my family. So my wife doesn't work. Only a third of women did back then. And really, she doesn't need to. My factory job supports the whole family. And look, I own that home. I paid $84,000 for this thing, again in modern dollars. That's actually not that much more than my yearly salary. This is considered very affordable. And a major reason why is because the government is helping me pay for a lot of this. And they've got the cash to do it. I mean, look at the top tax rate for the rich. So a booming economy and all this tax revenue means that the government is helping build all of these suburban homes and is giving us veterans good deals on mortgages so that we can get in on the prospering US economy, start building wealth by owning a home.
Our returning serviceman who was starting his own business would get a financial boost from the government. Our money would be advanced to buy property or a home.
We're coming out of World War II. There are absolutely lots of public
They
programs.
used to be cool. They used to be
and
cool.
back then had a lot to do with how
now they just want to take away your quantum goon station, bro. They taking away our quantum goon station.
We're doing.
Okay, so the economy is booming. Let's see how all of this prosperity is being shared. And for that, I'm going to show you this amazing graph. I love this graph. We're going to see it over the decades, and it tells a very useful story. This is my income, the median earner. Here's the income of the top earners, and this line is the low income in America. And down here is like years. Okay, watch what happens.
Wow.
Ready, go. Look at this, look what's happening. All three of these income brackets are increasing their income at the same rate. We are all getting in on this prosperity. We are sharing the spoils of a booming economy. Nice.
In the roughly 2-3
That's
decades.
why they want another war again. They want that shit to happen so half the shit gets nuked. And then it's, a squad wipe. It's like, let's go ahead and start over and take their land and resources. Okay, let's go ahead and get that going.
After World War II, we saw what I would consider broadly shared prosperity. As the economy grew, as workers became more productive, workers across the board were actually seeing gains in their living standards.
This is a great indicator that income equality in the United States is good and healthy. Okay, last thing for the 1950s, let's check in on the American dream. Can I move up the ladder? There's a really nice data set for this that says that I am nearly 100% likely to earn more than my parents. There is upward motion in the economy. The American dream is alive, at least for me, which is an important caveat here. Women were mostly left out of this economic version of the American dream, and so were people who weren't white. Like Black Americans, 10% of the population, over 1 million of whom fought in the war, but upon returning were met with these custom maps that were drawn to determine where they could and could not buy homes. They were largely left out of all of this government help that allowed me to get education and buy a home and build wealth. But if you're just looking at the numbers, the 1950s was a really good time for the median income earner. You could have a family, work in a factory, and be loaded with opportunities to move up the economic ladder, thanks to a booming economy and a bunch of government programs. So now let's move forward in time to the 1970s. Welcome to the 1970s. A lot has changed. The economy is producing a lot more prosperity to go around, as you can see by this graph, and we'll see how that's all been distributed in a second. But first, let's check in on my pay. I'm still working in a factory. I now earn about $66,000. That's an improvement from the 50s. Or should I say we? Like millions of other women, my wife has entered the workforce. They still only earn 60% of what men do, but look, they're breaking into the workforce. Nearly half of all women are going to be
Damn it, so that's where it started.
Partly as a push for freedom and economic autonomy, but partly as a necessity. It's becoming harder for a family to be supported by a single earner. The result is that our income is better off than it was in the 50s, but things are also kind of expensive right now. Inflation is up. partly because there's war in the Middle East.
can barely
and
breathe. My
cutting off
allergies
oil,
been going
so there's
crazy.
long lines at these gas stations and everything is more expensive. Anyway, check out my house. I had to pay $230,000 for this house. Housing is getting more expensive, and the government is raising the interest rate to slow down inflation, which is making my monthly payment a little more expensive. Home purchasing is becoming a little less accessible to the median, but I still have this cool house. Okay, let's go back to this super useful graph that tells us how the economic spoils are being shared. Remember, that's me, the median income earner. And look, my income continues to grow at the same rate as the high income and low income earners in our country. The growing economy is being shared by these different income groups. It's actually pretty impressive how tight everything is moving together as the economy grows. Oh, and look, they've started collecting data on how much more CEOs are making than the typical employee. Looks like by the middle of the decade, it's about 26 times more. Wait, are CEOs making too much? Is that bad? What do you think? I don't know. Let's keep an eye on this chart as time continues, and we can assess if we think this is unfair. Okay, but what about the American dream? How easy it is to make more than your parents? Well, if I'm an adult in the 1970s, it means I was born in the 1950s, which according to this data set means I'm 80% likely to earn more than my parents. I mean, pretty good. The American dream seems to be doing pretty well. So I would say that economic life in the 1970s is better for the median earner than it was in the 50s. And something that we're not covering here because we're looking at the cold hard data is that there's also a revolution happening that's making it more equal and more fair for minority groups in the United States. So these are good trends. Let's see how they continue as we move on to the 1990s.
Guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it.
To get to the 90s, we have to go through the 80s and look at all of this economic growth. The president has been very busy slashing taxes, getting rid of regulation and social programs, and rejiggering the economy to benefit businesses.
Balling. Everybody's balling.
Gather and get leverage over their employers.
Ronald Reagan, the actor.
And look, we are arriving to the 1990s. What a great decade.
Like, for the price of living, they're fucking balling.
Me again, I'm out of the collage world. So I gotta tell you about the...
Sorry, brother.
Traffic there. Again, that's full of maps and get back into the 1990s.
Bop! Snipe!
The big standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union is over, and people are stoked. We enter the 1990s with this little recession. We're getting ready for a big surge of more growth thanks to the rise of the internet. Remember, I am still playing the role of the middle income earner, okay? So it's not like I was born back in the 50s and I've been growing up. I am a young adult who is the middle income earner. How am I doing? So I still work at a factory. America is still a manufacturing powerhouse here in the 90s, though that is literally right about to change. I wish I could warn myself. My household brings in $76,000 a year, which is better than the...
Oh my god! Oh, that's a nice check. I need that.
50s and 60s, but you can kind of see that things are flattening
Oh,
out.
not
And in
my
fact,
Ciroc!
I'm not making that much more than I was in the
Not my
late 70s.
Ciroc!
Check out my cool 90s house. It cost me $273,000. That's almost 4 times our yearly
Holy
income.
fuck!
Way more expensive than in the 50s. Housing is getting a little less affordable. Okay, the economy's doing well. How are we sharing all of this economic prosperity? Remember, we started back in the 50s, and we saw how the high income, the low income, and me, the middle income, we all saw similar growth in our income gains. We all got in on economic growth equally. That continued through the 70s. But wait, look what happens right here. Whoa, they're diverging. It's around the 1980s when you see the top earners start to pull away from the rest of us. Their income is going up faster than mine, and my income is going up a little faster than the low income population. Okay, that's unsettling. I liked it more when they were all kind of on top of each other, growing at the same rate. We'll keep an eye on this graph, but there's a bunch of other graphs starting to come out. Another divergence happening on how productive the economy is versus how much I get paid. They're both going up at the same time. I'm more productive, I get paid more, cool. But around the same time, the same split happens. My pay starts to flatline, even as productivity continues to go up.
So then there's this period that starts around 1979 in the early 80s.
I feel like I see that at every job, bro. After 3 years, maybe even 2 years, bro, you're low-key finessing yourself. You have to leave the job at 3 years. Like, I genuinely feel like nowadays, bro, you won't get a raise until you leave the job at 3 years, to be honest with you.
We see this
There's no 10-year careers anymore, bro. There's literally not.
pulling apart between economic growth and what typical workers and their families receive from that economic growth.
So who's getting in on all this extra productivity? This growth that's happening in our economy, if not me? Well, let's check in on those CEOs. So remember back in the 70s,
These
CEOs were making
hoes,
25
these
times more than
OnlyFans hoes getting on this prosperity right now, bro. Fuck. I'm starting an OnlyFans. Who's supporting? I need $10 a month.
a worker. Kind of seems like a lot. Let's see what happens here. Oh my God, look at this. Okay, whoa, by the end of the 90s, CEOs are making almost 400 times the typical worker. And I thought
What?
20 times was a lot.
Those at the top are receiving much larger shares.
400
of that growing economy than those at the middle or at the bottom of the wage distribution. So that pulling apart, that increasing economic inequality is apparent no matter how you look at it. That pie is going increasingly to the very top.
Okay, but isn't inequality often seen as a byproduct of rapid economic growth? Could this be a good thing for our economy? Yes, people are getting really rich really fast, but it's because they're innovating and making our economy more productive. And plus, everything I've shown you is before taxes, guys. So like the rich pay a lot of taxes. Okay, so let's see what happens to the income of the rich people after taxes. Here we go. Oh, okay. Well,
what?
The taxes didn't do that much. There's something going on here. The rich are getting really rich really fast. I mean, what these lines all show is that 1980 was kind of this inflection point in our economy, where the top earners kind of started to get in on most of the prosperity. And yes, there are economists who argue that inequality isn't bad for an economy. It actually spurs growth and investment into the economy. And eventually that raises all boats. It trickles down. And advocates for this way of thinking say that we shouldn't focus on inequality, but instead on poverty reduction. Okay, poverty reduction? How we doing? Poverty plummeted after World War II. But you can see that at this time, like 1980, when inequality starts to get really bad, poverty basically stays the same, goes up for a big series of years. So this is concerning, and this is my interpretation.
I only want to see this after COVID. That fucking is gonna be a cliff after COVID. The poverty is off the charts.
I'm sure some of you have very different interpretations, and I would love to see you down in the comments. Anyway, let's check in on the American dream. America's all about big risks, big rewards. So yeah, inequality's happening, but like if you can go from rags to riches, maybe that's very American and okay. If I was born in the 1970s, I'm now an adult in the 1990s, and the data says that 59% of us born to the middle income will out-earn our parents. So that means that 40% of my peers here in the middle income will earn the same or less than their parents, even as we are seeing all of this economic growth. I mean, you can see this trend here. The American dream of being able to move up the ladder is becoming less and less a reality for a bigger and bigger portion of the population. Okay, so that was a big change from all the trends. Let's see what happens next.
People assume that time is a straight progression of cause to effect, but actually it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Okay, we're moving into the new millennium. America's fighting a couple of wars. The economy's actually doing pretty well.
A couple?
Whoops, whoa. The bankers got a little loosey-goosey for a couple of years, making obscene amounts of money and crashing the entire world economy. But okay, let's move on from the biggest recession of our time. We're arriving to the 2010s. This is a world that most of us are familiar with. Let's see how the median income earner fares. I don't work at a factory anymore. All of those jobs have dried up and been shipped to Asia. So I now work as a middle manager at an insurance company, and my household income is $81,000 a year, which is, wait a minute, same as 1997, but wait, during this same 13-year period from 1997 to 2010, the economy grew by this much. I mean, that line's going up. The economy's making more stuff, there's more prosperity. Even when you adjust for inflation per capita, the economy grew. There should be more to go around. But my household pay...
Somebody finessed us. Oh my God. We got finessed. We're getting rinsed, chat. We're getting rinsed in these streets.
Is the same as it was 13 years previous. Why? Well, we'll see in a second, but first, let's talk about my house. I always love talking about my house. Look at this beauty. I can still afford a house.
Holy fuck, we're getting rinsed. We're getting fucking squat. They're getting us right off spawn. What is going on? Holy shit. They're taking all the guap in our fucking pockets. Fuck all that, bro.
Here in like post-recession America, housing prices
Fuck all that, bro. They hoeing us, bro.
Burst.
I hate
Interest
it.
rates
I hate
had
it.
to go down to stimulate the economy, and so home purchasing was actually pretty accessible for a few years. But don't worry, housing prices will be back on the rise in a second. And in fact, they'll start rising faster than my income, making housing less and less affordable. And homeownership still seems to be available mostly for certain groups, and not as much for others. In fact, that hasn't changed much since the segregation days. Meanwhile, I think I know what's going to happen to this graph. Yep. The rich are just getting richer faster than my income is going up, and my income's kind of stagnating. Okay, what about the CEOs? Did they pay a price for the big bubble person? Nope, they didn't pay. I mean, they kind of did up and down, but they're still, by the end of the decade, getting paid hundreds of times more than me. Maybe they think they are hundreds of times more productive and they deserve it. I mean, you get the point on the inequality stuff. This is what we've been hearing about for a long time. All of these graphs have the same shape. This great divergence that happens.
It's been happening for 10 years now,
where
bro.
The economy is growing, but
we're on the
wages
edge
for the
with all this fucking crazy shit going on in the world, bro. It's all really because, bro, the fucking people that are like now, as you would refer to them back in the day, as peasants now, bro. Like literally, bro, the way these rich people treat us is like peasants, bro. Even if you're making like low-key 10 to 100 grand in the fucking month, I'm not even making that much. First of all, chat, let me just put y'all on. If you're making 10 to 100 bands a month, compared to these rich motherfuckers, bro, you are a drop in the fucking park. They got an ocean on your ass. If you were like, oh, I'm gonna be a billionaire, you're in a fucking bracket that most people cannot even comprehend those amount of commas. They got Oxford commas for your bank account. They got Oxford commas for your bank account if you got a billy in there. I'm telling you, you move different. If you making 100K a month, what you making, 1 mil a year? Wow. Wow. This boy out here sitting making 20 billies a fucking week. Motherfucker's worth almost 300 billies. You're not touching that. This bag is not comprehended by you. The bag is so large, you cannot even comprehend because your brain cells don't even go up that number. So motherfuckers talk about freedoms. Nah, bro, we just modern day slaves, low key. You got food, sure, but you work 10 hours a day to barely make rent. The system is fucked up. It's crazy. Chat, I love this country to the fucking max. But holy fuck, are we getting penetrated? No lube. Straight diggity dog. We're getting slutted out right now, bruh. Like, genuinely, we're fucking in the lowest points because of the fucking quality of life situation where we're talking about not just how much you're making, but how much the cost of living really is. You can make fucking $1 million, but if it costs 750 million, how the fuck you gonna pay rent, bro? Motherfuckers out here starving, struggling, grinding with 4 baby mamas and 3 jobs. What we doing nowadays, bro? World is different nowadays, bro. I just don't recognize it no more.
Person just kind of flatten while the top earners just sort of get in on all of that prosperity. Okay, but the American dream, you can climb the ladder, right? So if you're born in the 1980s, which I was, you're now an adult in the 2010s, and it looks like for the median earner, the majority of us will earn the same or less than our parents. Yeah, this is a
Fuck!
problem, and probably doesn't seem fair to a lot of people. But wait, there's hope.
Star Trek, Terminator, Time Cop, Time After Time, Quantum Leap, Wrinkle in Time, Somewhere in Time, Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay, I'm back. 2025, that's when I'm making this video. So that's modern day for me. We went through a pandemic, the economy kind of got freaked out for a little bit, and the median income earner actually started to see some gains after years and years of flatlining. So you do see some potential movement here, some hope. But let's get back to the original question that we started this video with. Is the average American better off now than they were back in the 50s and over these decades that we talked about? In a lot of ways, the answer is yes. Especially if you are a woman or not white, then the answer is yes, at least in terms of economic opportunity. But what we've seen on this journey is that the American economy has produced an incredible amount of prosperity and growth over these last 7 decades. And
see, the thing is, nowadays, it's not based on skin color. It's just, y'all all just part of the cog. Like, you're all cogs in the machine. You're all just locked in for it's sure we're a lot better than where we were. That's why nowadays, bro, all these motherfuckers want to get you in trouble. They hit you with the you racist, you this, you that. Because when they hit you with the tag, people really that have improved are like, oh shit, yeah. Like, in a couple years, bro, I feel like the poverty is going to get bad enough to where people are really just resorting to some wild shit. Bro, look at what's happening in the last fucking 6 months. 2025 is weird. There's fucking protests, motherfuckers going crazy in every big city. Like, what's going on? Shootings, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, holy shit, what we doing for real? There's something not right now, you know? So I feel like that's the problem. When motherfuckers really just try to play it off like everything is all good, everything is chill, crime's not on the rise, poverty is not really a problem. Your local crackhead just went from 1 to 2 crackheads a neighborhood to about 73,000. Half your goddamn neighborhood is crackheads. Like, what do you do then? At that point, bro, they're just gaslighting you. They hitting you with the nah. You start feeling crazy. The world just starts pissing you the fuck off, you know? So that's why I see, like, there's just so much going on. You just gotta pay attention. It's all because not being able to provide for what you really need to survive. We're all humans, right? We're all needing to survive.
It's shared broadly by all of us for a time. But in the last 30, 40 years, the data is very clear that the fruits of the economic growth these days have not been broadly shared. One group is collecting most of the growth. And I didn't even talk about wealth, like the stuff you just own and how that makes money. We were talking just about income on this. Now, this isn't the first time that we've been in this situation. The top 10% collected almost half of all the income way back in the early 1900s before World War II. But we changed that. Look. And the income starts to be distributed more equally. But this graph tells the same story. Look, 1980, boom, here it goes. We're back. We're back to where we were.
Yeah, we
now, does this mean
lit.
that our economy is broken? No, actually. Our economy is not broken. It is working exactly how it was designed to work. And this, and this, and this, and this, it's the result of
I thought we were about to
changes
start winning.
to the rules, policies that end up determining who gets the money and who doesn't. These policies are made by people that we elect. And if we don't think that this is fair, we have the power to pressure them to design a system that is fair. Now, the medium income earner doesn't have nearly as much power these days.
Come on.
The top income earners and the corporations have really gotten their foot in the door for the people who have the power to set the rules. So it's harder than ever. But this still is a democracy. If we don't think a system is fair, we still have the power to pressure our politicians to change it. And it's not actually just about income inequality. Yes, that has risen. The rich get richer much faster. It's also about the American dream, this idea of being able to move up.
Like Martin Luther said, bro, it's just a dream. I had a dream. You have a dream. So chase that motherfucker. And if anybody get in your way, let them know what's good.
You get educated if you work hard. As inequality has gone up, the American dream has gone down. These graphs are built on robust data, and this is the story.
Painful to see those
the
tents,
rungs
bro.
of the economic ladder have gotten wider and wider apart.
Damn.
And that American dream, ironically a term coined by a rich investment banker born into a rich family in New York City, that dream is looking more and more like a myth.
W video, Mr. Johnny Harris. W video, bro. Look, we all know shit's just not feeling right no more. We all know we feeling lost. It's a lot of different energy out nowadays than it was like 5 years ago. Everybody on TikTok talking about, hey, summer 16, 2020, summer was not it. 2016 summer, the best summer. Yeah, I was fucking so lit back in the day. Why does nostalgia hit you so hard later on? And you really think about it, like, bro, like when Obama was president, low key, it was a little less calm. It was just calm. When he was bombing all those cities, we didn't give a fuck. Now there's just so much going on. Like, it's just too much as a being, as a human being. You just sometimes need to be away from that wild shit. And the thing is, nowadays, it's so in your face on how fucking whooped you're getting. It's terrible. But look, we're still in the best country in the fucking world. This is where you make things happen. But look, bro, why do the fucking politicians and the fucking ones that we elected are nowhere to be found when it comes to the fucking population? Because they're so much balling than us. It doesn't even matter. We're not even living in the same fucking zip code. That's the problem. Our local elections back in the day used to be the fucking motherfuckers that are, you know, in your neighborhoods. Like, yo, boy. Like, nowadays, bro, we just letting the higher fucking authority person talk for you, bro. Nobody got balls no more, bro. Sling them shits around, you little motherfucker. Jiggle things, like jiggle them around. Let your nuts hang. What we really doing, bro? We all just here for a good time, not a long time. You don't have much time on this fucking earth. So show fucking love to thy neighbor. Why are we doing anything different? Fuck is we talking about, bruh? Get you a good fucking hydration drink. Cheers it with your fucking closest neighbor and let them know, hey, bro, I got you. Nobody knows your neighbors no more. Nobody wants to be friends no more because everybody got work to do. Ain't nobody trying to fucking hang out no more because everybody got a mission. Everybody got shit to do. Goddamn, suck my dick and get the fuck out. Because what are we talking about, bro? What happened to having a fucking block party? What happened to just chilling with the squad? There's no squad no more, bro. And motherfuckers make it sound like it's normal to not have a squad no more. Oh, yeah. Oh, back in the day, you know, when we were younger, we could hang out as a squad. Nowadays, it's just me and my bro. Like, why the fuck are we fucking hanging out and just not doing what we used to do? Whataburger used to be the spot, bro. Back in the fucking day, midnight, fucking 3 a.m., no matter what the fuck we got going on. The boys at Whataburger, it don't matter. Now that bitch closes at fucking 10 p.m. on a fucking Sunday. That shit ain't cash money no more. McDonald's closes early. These motherfuckers ain't got no passion no more. And that's what hurts me. Where's the love and affection? Where's the goddamn heart and passion? What the fuck we doing? Nobody give a fuck because everybody's struggling. God damn. Chat, listen, I'm just speaking from my heart. That shit hurt. Where are we at in life right now? I don't know. I'm lost myself. The fuck is we doing right now? Let your fucking loved one know. Let your closest friends know, like, you love them and you got them for real. Because apparently these motherfuckers that are in charge really don't got you for real. We got maybe, 2 stimmy checks and they said, oh, we took care of you. Nah, motherfucker, you caused COVID. Fuck we talking about? Oh my God. We getting conspiratorial, chat. Look, we're having a good time. Hit the follow button, hit the fucking notifications, because if you really about that life, join the Mr. Muncher Academy. Because look, we're just emotional right now. You know, we're just fucking expressing our ideas and our deeper thoughts onto the interwebs and let them fucking flow. Because I say, bro, go outside, enjoy yourself. How is life really? Like, this internet shit is not it. Like, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I got 10 hours on the phone on a daily. Oh, wait. But look, there's no, like, good energy no more. It's like fucking drama. Goddamn Love Island this, Love Island that, and fucking drama. Kim Kardashian this, Kim Kardashian that. Fuck, bro, where is the goddamn fun on the damn TV like it used to be? We had some crazy shows out there in this fucking world, bruh. Now you get Stranger Things every few months. You get like this or that. I like Altered Carbon, like, but still everything is so dystopian now. There's no fun shows to put on. Back in the day when you watching fucking Family Guy, when you clapping some thick thoughts. When you clapping thick thoughts watching fucking Family Guy over that McDonald's arch. When you got that bitch right there and you watching Family Guy and you get a little chuckle and you like, that's a good show. Where the fucking good shows anymore? Now everything is a damn drama or a fictional fucking sci-fi platinum movie. I don't know. Where the fucking good indie movies? Where's the good indie music? Nobody got a heart and soul no more. What's going on, bruh? I feel like we not pushing creativity no more, bro. Nowadays, hey, push out that AI slop. Everybody's spitting on that thing, bro. Like, since TikTok came out, nobody talking about nothing more than just a few little clips here and there. I'm fucking faulty for that myself. I do that shit, but don't get me wrong. I still enjoy original content where people used to yap, but nowadays, if you yap too much, you get demonetized. Like, what the fuck we really doing, bro? What happened to the good internet when you could just fucking fuck around and find out? Nowadays, you got bots everywhere really pushing the agenda for real. Why can't we just have fun? Why can't we just love thy neighbor for real? Just enjoy yourself for real, bro. Go outside, touch grass, fucking enjoy the vibes. Because right now, we need each other the most, chat. Right now, it's a hard time. Hey, look, we're looking at fucking civil war. There's just so much shit going on. Fucking September 2025, crazy work. Why don't we just spread some love around and really just, hey, think about it. How we really do indubitably. I don't know. Am I being real fucking cynical right now, chat? Because I feel like I'm just being honest. I've been recently real philosophical. I'm trying not to be, but sometimes I gotta be yapping and being philosophical. Call me Socrates. Edgar Allan Poe? Nah, we're the Edgar Allan Ho. That was rough. Look, chat, we're having fun. Fuck. Look, get you a good hydration drink if you fucking enjoyed tonight's fun little vibe. Hit the like button, hit the notification, MrMuncher.com for any damn occasion. Because until next time, I hope you stay blessed and damn, hit the notifications.